This is Cash In with Cavaliere, Season 1, Episode 3, all about happiness, maintaining your happiness, controlling your happiness, being happy 100% of the time. One of the things that I've really realized in my life is that when we focus on things, when we're inside, just the act of doing something, whether it's sports, it's cooking, doing your homework in class, taking a test, whatever it may be, when you're inside that moment, when you have nothing else in the world on your mind but that one thing, you're in the zone, you're happy, nothing else matters. And that's the key thing really right there, is nothing else in the world matters, because this task, this moment right now is the only thing that does matter. And that's something that we really need to stay conscious of, so that we can really live inside the moment at all times. We should always feel that way. Not only does it help the speed of process go, but it allows ourselves to hone into something and be in that moment. And that moment is sharing the energy field with the universe. And that in myself is one of the things that I find the most important in the world, because when you're inside the universe, the energy field, and you're connected, you're in that streamline, you're on that path, not only is everything bending towards you, the world is in your orbit with you. So everything all the good, all the bad, all the things that you think are happening to you is because of the place you are in the universe. And you need to be in a good spot. You need to be in a positive energy field in order to get those positive things, those religious things that keep happening to you on a just constant basis. And when you see these people out there that are like, oh, they're just so lucky, they're just so lucky. But at the end of the day, look at them. They're not miserable people. They're not unhappy. They're not hating on everything else in the world. They're happy people. They are in line with the universe. The silver lining is constantly in their favor, and that's really where we need to all be. There's no reason that other people are happier than other people. There's actually a study that was done by Harvard students that was done on happiness and what is the most common stream of unhappiness. And what they were able to really find there was that no matter what it is that you're doing, no matter what it is that you're thinking, that is a direct correlation to your unhappiness. A wandering thought is what can cause you to be so unhappy, whether it's 5 minutes from now or 10 hours from now. Whether you're even thinking about good things or bad things, you could be thinking about the party that was last weekend or the party that's coming up next weekend. Happy thoughts. Why are you thinking about 10 hours from now? Why are you thinking about 10 days from now, 10 days ago? These things don't matter yet. These things don't matter anymore. The most important thing is whatever is right in front of you at this moment, at this time. And that's really what I want to talk about here today, is controlling that moment, controlling that mindset to consistently be zoned in. And one of the things that I really noticed throughout this week, especially while I was on my vacation, is, first of all, I got the flu as soon as I was down here, so yippee, right? But the biggest thing, and it clicked me right away, was I can't spend my vacation with the flu unhappy, because I'm going to waste all my money, and I'm going to go home and I'm going to wish that I never went and I had another opportunity to go. I have to make the most out of this. So while I was there, every moment I had, every chance I did, the only thing that mattered was that thing in front of me. Whether it was hanging out with my cousin, walking down the boulevard throughout Universal Studios, going through Diagon Alley, or going on a roller coaster, waiting in line, whatever it was, I could have been miserable. I could have pretended how annoyed I was, because at the end of the day I wasn't. I was happy. I was happy as all could be, because I was with the people that I cared about. I was in a wonderful place. I was on vacation. No matter how much my body hurt, my mind couldn't let myself feel that. My mind was in a better place. And that's one of the things that I want us all to be able to do, is be able to put our mind first, be able to put our mind forward, and to be able to do anything that we want to do. And one of the things that I noticed throughout this vacation here, and really playing around with that aspect even more so throughout my readings, and going through and reading out these things, there was actually these two Buddhists that were talking about the key to your mentality, and instantly clicked in my mind as I was reading it. And what they had said was that it's not only that your mind is stronger than you, but it's that you have the ability to control your mind. Now, if you have the key to unlock your mind, where's this key? This key is right inside of you, and we need to make sure that we're able to hone into ourselves and hold into our moments to allow ourselves to control that mindset, to control that mindfulness. And that's what they call it when you're inside the moment, when you're in the zone, whatever it may be. When you have your full mind, when you're mindful of the situation, you're constantly absorbed into that. And that's where you want to be your whole life, so that way you're constantly absorbed into every moment. Every moment should be the sweetest moment because it's new. It's the next moment. And in every moment you're in, you're going to enjoy because you're in that moment. When you stop enjoying it, you've left it. and that's what it's all about, is being inside the moment, and that will control and contribute to your happiness, allowing you to continue to be happy. Now, of course, life does seem to go faster when we're constantly enjoying things. That might cause a little bit of unhappiness there for you, but at the end of the day, you're not looking upon your past, you're not looking at your future, you're in the moment yet again. The moments that you had over the past few weeks, few years, those are all good moments. Those are all things to hold on your back and be proud of that you had. And that's really one of the things that I want people to also understand, is not only do you have to be happy, but you have to learn how to stay happy. We want to make sure that we're happy every day, not just yesterday for 5 minutes, not just today for another 2 hours because we have someone flying in and we're going on vacation and all the other things. These are all opportunities to help us realize how happy we are and how good our lives are. But the moment you take a flight home doesn't change that. The moment you start leaving doesn't change that. When people start leaving, that doesn't change that. You have the ability to stay happy. They were just other pieces that made you happier. And that's all that they are. They're definitely supposed to be here. And you definitely want them to be there. But they don't have to be your crutch to be happy. They don't have to be your crutch to enter a different zone or to be into the moment. And one of the things that I want you guys to really take away from this, the most important thing, is when we're looking at the moment, when we're inside it, whatever it may be, you can be happy doing anything. I know schoolwork sucks. I know doing work sucks. If you hate your job, if you're working at Wawa, or you're working at Dunkin' Donuts, or you're working at Acme, if you're working in a boring job where you're just sitting in a cubicle all day, it doesn't matter what it is. Just be in the moment, do what you need to do, and get it done. And allow yourself to do the things that need to get done so you can do the things that you want to do. When the day is over, you're able to be happy and pour yourself into your passions when you do have your free time, and let that become the majority of your moment. Every moment you can, make sure that you're enjoying it, so that we have the ability of looking back at our lives and being proud and being happy about what we have done in the moments that we've taken advantage of. Quick little recap there. The big thing to be mindful of is making sure that we're not constantly wandering our minds, being in different moments, being in different time zones of our own mind. We want to make sure that we're staying mental of the actual task ahead of us, so we can stay inside of the moment and stay conscious of what's going on and being right there ahead of us. It's not worrying about what's going on, not worrying about our bills or when the check's coming, whatever it may be. We don't have to worry about those things, but yet the thing right in front of us, as well as that, we want to make sure that we're able to hone into that moment, take in that zone, and really make sure that we're making it our own, making it the most of we can. And don't let other things happen, that whatever it may be, whether it's getting the flu, or it's going on vacation, or whether it's going home from vacation, or just going home from another shitty day at work. Don't let those things pile up, and don't let those things be the reasons why you're no longer happy. Those are just yet another ingredients to why you're happier than when you can be. One of the other things that I want to leave you guys with is just making sure that when we are diving into our passions, when we are doing our work, when we are doing something, these are the pieces of the pie that really allow ourselves to focus into our souls and who we are as a people, to zone in and get not only that job done, but to grow ourselves and to grow our minds, to allow ourselves to be able to control the happiness that we contribute to ourselves on a day-to-day basis, and allow ourselves to hold on to and continue to hold on to on a day-to-day basis. Thanks again. This is Cash In with Cavaliere. I look forward to hearing back from you guys. Episode 3 next week will be more. I look forward to hearing back and seeing what you guys think.